Hey everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Gary and I want to talk about something a little bit more serious. Yes, this is a very much mogul male sort of video that I'm doing, but it's something that a lot of people have addressed and a lot of people are still trying to spark YouTube to really answer to this sort of problem that a lot of creators are having. And this incident goes all the way back to 2 years ago. Back then, Moist Critical comes out with a video, and it has a little bit of fake violence. It's a prank video that he saw on his stream. It's like a dime a dozen videos that's in that video. And YouTube, being the smart and cool and epic company that they are, flags the video. And this wouldn't be a problem, of course, because, you know, it shows violence. This wouldn't have been a problem if Markiplier hadn't shown the same video on his YouTube channel, and it's completely monetized. And of course, Charlie could have appealed the sort of flagging with the evidence, and he did. But again, at that time, YouTube was super shitty at kind of answering people's questions. So he had to go to Twitter. He applied pressure to the YouTube Twitter. His tweet blew up. Markiplier then responded to the tweet saying, if this dude gets a strike, I'll get a strike. And YouTube doubles down. They give Markiplier a strike, which is something that's never heard of. And that was the first time I think Mark's ever gotten a community strike. And then fast forward a couple years, Corey uploads a video called YouTube Racism and Favoritism. And he talks about how his video about the mortuary assistant got flagged. It got flagged by YouTube, the automatic robot thing. So of course he appeals it, a manual appeal, gets rejected. And then he hits up his rep. He's like, yo, why is my video not getting accepted? I mean, there's a bunch of other people that have the mortuary assistant, and it's fine. It's monetized. It's completely good for them. And of course, the rep says it's probably because of the self-harming scene at the end. And Corey's like, oh, tight. Let me see if people have that scene. He does. He finds, guess who? Markiplier. Markiplier has the same self-harming scene. Takes it to his rep. He takes it to his rep. He's like, yo, dog, Markiplier has the exact same scene that I have in my video. So what's going on? Why is my video getting demonetized? Why can't I have the scene? It's screwing up my viewers. And of course, the rep takes it to the flagging people, and they take down the age restriction and the demonetization. So now he's making money from the video again, which sounds great. Except his video and Mark's video didn't both get a strike, like what happened to Charlie. So, of course, Corey did this. He emailed his rep saying, yo, what's going on? They are super favoring Mark in this sort of thing. Why not give both of us a strike? What's going on? This happened 2 years ago with Charlie. This cannot keep happening. Why is there favoritism among the people? I want to find who manually did this, and I want to find why they did it, and I want them to be punished, because this is not okay. And the YouTube rep is like, well, there's nothing we can do about it. And there's a very easy answer to why YouTube can't do anything about it. And it has a lot to do with the company's lack of communication. Now, if you have been around YouTube and you've seen these kinds of dramas, you should know how much of a joke YouTube's communicating is between creators and their company alone. And when you think of a company, you think great communication, you know, good at what they do. They make the company because they know what they're doing. Apparently, YouTube's teams, like the separate organizations working throughout YouTube, they don't communicate at all. The marketing team with Game On had Markiplier advertised. He had like a minute segment on that thing. And of course, instead of, throwing a fit about it, being mad, he uploaded on his YouTube channel and on his TikTok. You can go see it. And a lot of people were furious because this keeps on happening. Like, things like this keep on happening, but they keep on blaming the wrong people. I mean, you can't fully blame the marketing team for misleading you. I mean, they probably knew as much as Mark did that he wasn't on it for that long. And that's the problem with YouTube, is that their communication sucks. And, people like Ludwig, people like Markiplier, people like Jacksepticeye, they have the power to change that. They have the power to talk to Susan. I mean, Ludwig had an almost hour segment on his channel just talking to Susan Wojcicki. Literally, he asked questions that were very relevant at the time that were probably a problem in YouTube. And now we're having this sort of problem. Now, I don't know if Ludwig asked this question. I think I watched like 25 minutes out of the 45 that were in that video. Or I probably did watch the entire video and I just forgot everything. I don't know if he asked the question about the flagging problem, but it's become a big problem even now. Corey's videos get flagged every time he comes back to the platform. He talks about it in his news video. This is an uncommon occurrence, but it's not a rare occurrence in this matter. Every time he comes back to the channel, every time he starts to upload again, his videos just get flagged. And I don't know if he doesn't even know what's going on. Whether it's racism, favoritism, or just a guy doesn't like his channel. It's a very complicated situation that's happening over there at YouTube that's impossible to solve because neither the CEO or anyone is holding anyone accountable. They just let this slide. So I usually talk a lot of shit about Twitch and, Twitter, but the blame's on YouTube on this one. I don't know what they're going to do to fix it, and I don't really know how they'll respond to any of this. But, of course, people are making an effort to speak up about this because it's a problem in YouTube, and they need to do something about it now. They can't hold their tongue any longer, and right now is their time to respond. I'm making this for the little amount of people that will come and watch this because, again, I don't have the biggest say in YouTube. That's up to the bigger channels. I just want people to see what's not being seen. Anyway, I've been Gary, and I hope you enjoy the video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.